So let's talk about after birth. So if you guys haven't listened to my birth story yet, go ahead and listen to them. There's a few videos. They had to take my son to the NICU pretty much right away. After they cleaned me up, which was fun, they still had me on the magnesium, which I had to stay on for 24 hours after birth. And with the magnesium, it had my eyesight not so great. My eyes were having a hard time focusing, so the best thing for me to do was just to keep closing my eyes and rest as much as possible and to just get through the next 24 hours. Because once they started the magnesium, they didn't want to just stop it. And again, this was because of my high blood pressure. Once they cleaned me up, my baby went to NICU, my husband went with him, my mom was still with me, just making sure I was good. They before they got me into another bed, they talked about a catheter again. I originally said no to a catheter before my birth because I didn't want to. I've never had a catheter before. I didn't want to feel that going, like, it just sounds horrible. So I peed in a bedpan the whole pregnancy or the whole birth experience because I couldn't get out of bed because of magnesium. But because of all the blood clots that I kept having that she had kept getting out after when she was cleaning me up, she thought it was a really good idea to get me on a catheter because with a full bladder, I guess it makes the blood clots worse, or like they don't come out, something like that. And I was like, oh, hell no, like I'm still good on that. No, like I'll try to pee. So they're like, you know what? Okay, if you can pee, then we won't do it. Which obviously I still had a choice and I could have still said no. So I tried to pee in a bedpan, but I literally had just given birth, so nothing was coming out. So we went ahead and went with catheter, unfortunately. But honestly, it wasn't horrible. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, it wasn't fun putting in, but again, the main reason was because I was so sore, and I did have a natural birth, so I had no pain meds, no epidural or anything, so I felt the catheter going in as well. But it's really, again, it wasn't that bad. It was just more because I was so sore and I was so swollen on top of it, like really swollen, that they were having a hard time inserting it. Once it was in though, honestly, it wasn't that bad. You didn't like feel it really or anything. And I was in the bed like for the next 24 hours pretty much anyways, so I wasn't really moving and I was pretty much sleeping.